Hello, today is Wednesday, July the 6th, I believe, and I just wanted to film this. I should have started filming it from the beginning, but just something that I'm quickly working on. I was trying to do some faux leather cover for a journal, and basically this is the part that I'm up to so far. This is nothing but chipboard, and chipboard looks something like this. It's the hard backing that you will find on paper pads, or actually this is the back of a canvas pad, and this chipboard actually looks quite thick, so I don't think you would need that thickness to do the faux leather. This one was kind of thick, and basically what you do is you saturate this, slowly saturate it, not quickly, but slowly saturate it with a spray bottle or gently with your hands with a mixture of water and glycerin. Let's say a 1:6 ratio, 1 part glycerin and 6 parts water, and you slowly start to saturate it on both sides, and this becomes very malleable and very soft, and you're able to fold it and bend it and crunch it into a ball eventually, and you keep doing that, and that's what gives you these lovely folds, imperfections. And I did this 2 different ways. I did this with a chipboard, and I took a piece of watercolor paper, and I also did it. The watercolor paper, I used a lotion. Someone said they tried lotion because they had no glycerin, so I said let me try that, and it does work. The watercolor paper is thinner than a chipboard, and I also found that with the lotion, after I started applying inks, alcohol inks, it didn't seem to take as much. It's as if the lotion had created some type of barrier. I used the Adirondack alcohol inks on this, plus some, I don't know, some handmade alcohol inks that I had left over, basically in the brown family. I think I used mushroom and espresso and raisin from the Adirondack inks, and some homemade like burnt orange that I made, and I like how it's coming out so far. So what I basically did was I glued this to the watercolor. There's a lady, her name is Sheena something, I'll put it in the description box. She makes these, I mean, they are exquisite with the embossing. I don't have any embossing equipment, so I think I'm just going to do it like this. I just wanted to see if it could be done. So this is going to be the outside of a journal. I'm going to fold it in half and put the pages inside. I'll have to fix that there. Some of it lifted off with the glue. And basically I sealed it. First sealing was with an acrylic polymer liquid gloss. I think it was Liquitex. And I also put some alcohol dye in that as I did it. And that's what helped to get the darker alcoholic dyes into these crevices and into these cracks. Wow, I really like this. I really like the way that this is coming out. The next step, someone suggested applying a polyurethane varnish to spray, but rubbing it in with your finger. So that'll probably be the next step. But I just wanted to get this first part recorded. And these are where I dropped alcohol ink on it and didn't rub it in soon enough. But I'll keep those imperfections because I really don't mind them. That's like the raisin, you can kind of see. And that is it. It was very soft before. It's still kind of soft. but you know, I have two pieces glued together now, so it's not that soft. But I think this is going to make a really, really nice faux leather journal. I'm making it for a very special young lady, and I hope that she will really like it. Okay, that's it. Bye. Good morning. Today is Thursday, July 9th, 2016, I believe, and I am showing you a picture of my faux leather project, and I've treated it with polyurethane varnish. So it is dry now to the touch. It has a nice sheen, not too much of a sheen, and what I plan to do is, these are going to be the pages that I put in this rugged, natural looking journal. I had some copy paper that was in very muted type of earth tone colors. I had this orange, which is the brightest of the colors, this gray, this beige or tan, and a cream. And I just took 4 different types of handmade paper that I have made previously, and I thought that they coordinated nicely with the colors, and those are just going to be the dividers. So I'm at the point now where I've just folded these pages. I have about maybe 8 or 10 pages for each color, which ends up being almost 4 times the amount of smaller journal pages, because you're writing on the back and the front, I imagine. And next step is I will sew these into this faux leather top, and this will be the inside, this will be the inside, which I think looks pretty nice, and I'll work on that and create a closure, and I think that'll be it. I'm not going to get too fancy with it. If I had some embossing things, I would work on that. That's the next thing. I don't have a Cuttlebug or an embossing machine, so I'm not going to go that route, but that is what the lady on YouTube did. Her name is Sheena. I think it's called Sheena TV. Oh, her work is so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, that's the next update. Probably the next time you see this, it's going to be finished, hopefully, and I can mail it off, drop it in the post. Alright, I hope everyone is having a good one. It is very, very hot where I am. Stay cool and stay blessed. Bye. Good. Hello, today is Monday, July 11th, 2016, I believe. I am finished with this journal. This will be the last entry. I coated it with varnish. I treated the edges of the front and back cover, and I inserted 4 sections of writing paper in the journal. They're separated by pieces of handmade paper. We have that bright, beautiful orange, and the last section is like a very muted gray, orange, beige, and cream, I believe. On the edge, I placed some hemp cord that was braided, and it has a long tassel so that you can place it anywhere in the book. Say you stopped at this section, you can place it here. Doesn't really have a closure. It pretty much stays closed. It's not like flaring open. I wanted to give it that rustic feel, so I left the handmade paper in its natural state. I didn't try and make everything very smooth and straight. It's very natural looking. The inner pages are smooth, but that's it. I like the way it feels. I love the texture of it. It still has a slight smell of the varnish, but that will dissipate in a day or two. And I'm going to give this to a very nice young lady who is so gifted with the word, the spoken word, the written word, poetry. So I hope that she will be able to use this during the summer. And that's it. So this is the faux leather journal. Next one I will try and do some embossing on it. Okay, that's the end. That's a wrap for this one. Hope everyone's having a great summer day. Bye.